Well, happy Tuesday to you. Chris Hare here, the world champion crypto cowboy, bringing you another update on Ethereum. It's been a few days, so I figured I'd circle back around to it. We've had quite a bit of downside going on, so we figured we'd circle back, take a look at it, figure out what's going on. But I am a world champion cowboy, and I'm taking those winning strategies and winning disciplines that I use right outside the door in that arena, bringing them right here to the crypto desk, applying it to the crypto trading, and going to make you guys world champion crypto traders. Let's get into it. Let's figure out exactly what's going on. We'll start off with the crypto fear and greed index, not a liquidation heat map. There we go. Currently at a 26. Moved back into deep fear just a little bit. Kind of heading towards extreme fear. Yesterday we were at a 31, moving out of it. We had a little bit of a pump and got people excited, but now they're scared to death again. But this measures market sentiment. I use it to do small spot purchases. It works pretty well. Every time we drop into fear, I buy a little bit and then I sell it in greed. I just kind of buy it, forget about it. It's low risk and it makes a little money. But you can see, I'll go ahead and pull up a BitUnix exchange. I went ahead and bought $60 worth of Solana, $60 worth of Ethereum back when we were at about a 20. And you can see right now Ethereum's up about a little over 0.25%. Solana's down 4%, but we'll keep track of this. We'll figure out exactly what happens with it. But we'll move on out to an altcoin season index. It's irrelevant since we're talking about Ethereum tonight. Currently at a 26. We did move out to about 26 or 28, maybe even 30 a couple of days ago, and now we've pulled back. So we're in a full-blown Bitcoin season. So when Bitcoin goes up, alts will go up. When Bitcoin goes down, alts will absolutely tank. And I think that's kind of what's happened here lately. What we really need to see is it get over into these lighter and darker blues, kind of like back in November when we got to an 87. And I believe last month we were in the lighter blue at around a 50. That's what we need to see again. We just haven't gotten there yet. But moving on to the meat and potatoes, the Ethereum liquidation heat map. This is what market makers use to track your liquidity. You can see there's some really bright pockets down low. Anything to the top of price action is a short trade. Anything below price action is a long trade. Market makers don't care about moving averages, smart money concepts. All they care about is your liquidation points, and they move the chart around to grab what they want to grab. But cumulatively, you can see we've got $961 million worth of short liquidations to the top side. To the bottom side, we've got exactly $908 million worth of liquidations. So we are right in the middle, trying to figure out exactly what's going on. People are scared. The leverage trading, the liquidations have gone way down. People have kind of backed off while we're in the middle, and the charts are going to kind of break it down, figure out exactly what's going on. We'll start off with a 4-hour chart on Ethereum. I post all of these charts in the crypto school. You'll have direct access to me. I've posted some signals over the past week or so, and those guys have actually absolutely printed money on those. Pretty impressive to see. There's also a great lineup of coaches that you'll want to check out. Great place to learn. Great place to learn to start trading. If you need a trading platform, that BitUnix I showed, I do have a link in my description for that. We'll get you a deposit bonus the first time to trade. And I think you get a little better trading fee signing up with my link as well. All right, into the charts. 4-hour Ethereum. You can see we went up and tested this 50 smooth moving average. That takes 50 of these candles, puts a fluid line on the chart, works as excellent support and resistance. The smooth is a composite of the simple and the exponential. I like to use it because charts really respect it. You can see we've broken above it one time since the flash crash back a month ago. Excuse me. You can see we've broken past it one time, and then we came right back down into it, took another dump. And you can see every time we come up and test it, we reject it. What we need to see is get it up above it, retest it, and take off to the upside. But right now, we've lost the 50 smooth. We're losing the 50 simple with a retest, so I think your next targets are to the downside. 3202 to 2907, the weekly 50 smooth moving average sits right here at about around $3,000. I don't want to think we go that low, but there is a possibility. If we can get above this 50 simple moving average, get above this 50 smooth moving average finally. Next targets are 3617 to 3761. The daily smooth moving average sits right here around $3,880. That's also where the 200 smooth moving average sits. That takes 200 of the 4-hour candles, puts this fluid line on the chart. Also support and resistance. So that's a heavy resistance that we have to get over. If we don't, I think the bull run's over. I think we're done. But if we can cross over it, get going, head to extensions, $4,500 to $55,000 on the 4-hour. If we get a really big run, guys, 6,200 isn't out of the question. Moving on to the daily, it's going to give a better macro picture. You can see we've been coming up since April. Then we started heading back down. It's been ugly ever since about September. So we're not getting used to this. It's never fun. Downside is never fun. But you can see we've tapped the top of that descending channel. These are bullish guys once we break out of them. So it's a bull flag, bull pennant, descending channel, whatever you want to call it. But once you break out of them, there's upside coming. You can see the 200 moving average. We bounced off of it several times. I said the more you bounce on it, the weaker it gets. But it's also showing you that it's strong support. Pushed off of it. Came down to retest about $3,400. So far, we're heading up on the daily. But we'll watch this. We'll see how it's doing. I really would have liked to have seen this candle go ahead and push on up, and it's just having a hard time doing it. So the downside may be here. First stop would be around $3,250, and then $3,000 to $2,600. The weekly 50 simple moving average is still sitting there about $3,000. Going out to the weekly chart, this will show you a little better of what's going on. I went ahead and left Smart Money Concepts on. Probably may end up having to take this off. But usually they're bullish. They're a bounce point. You can see we bounced off this 50 smooth moving average one time. What I would like to see is this come down, bounce off of it again, just to go ahead and get that run going. That would be a great confirmation. This may be just a retest on it. Then we need to get above this 50 smooth moving average sitting around 39.40. If we can reclaim that, we're headed up and we're off to the races. $5,900 to $7,100 would be your targets. Can't rule out $10,700 on a big run. But that gives you a pretty good idea on Ethereum. I don't think we're missing anything. I think that's kind of where we're at for tonight. Looks like there's probably a little more downside in store, or hopefully we bounce right here and just take off. That's really what I would like to see. But I don't think it's as probable as the other option. But yeah, just if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and like, subscribe, tap the bell notification. You'll get updates as soon as we upload a video. And don't forget to leave us a comment. It helps the YouTube algorithm, and I really enjoy listening to you people and what you have to say. But I'm going to wrap it up here. My name's Chris Hare, the World Champion Crypto Cowboy. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you down the road.